Welcome back, everyone. Marcelo is my name, but boom, who's this handsome man?
Here we go. Your best friend, everyone's fragrance best friend.
Everyone's fake.
Kevin here at the Oligarch store for our final season, baby.
This is it.
This is it.
We are covering another exceptional brand, being SORA DORA. Big fan, and I've spoken about it quite extensively on the channel already.
We've had SORA DORA involved.
Of course.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, we've had bits and pieces.
Yeah, they've been in the lineups.
This is the man that introduced me to SORA DORA.
Big shout out to the founder, the brand owner, Quentin. Quentin, our good friend.
Yes.
He's
been on past tours.
That's
Do you
right,
know
that's
that we
right.
have a touring company?
That's right.
Before we started, you go, are we going to talk about the touring company? No, let's not talk about the touring company. But in 2023, Quentin was part of it. He actually joined
How
us.
exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
Quentin's always been somebody who really likes to get involved in, you know, things that are kind of breaking the molds, new, exciting things. The brand itself really represents, in my opinion, kind of this more underground, cool French style that's kind of doing different things than traditional French perfumery.
Correct. He mentions that he wanted to grab classic French perfumery, but now delivered in a very unique, modern style. He's done exactly that.
Absolutely. And there's one super, super exciting release that I had a chance to try. I think you've already tried it, but I first tried it only a couple of weeks ago.
Which one is it?
It's the exclusive one that he has with Javoy, I believe called, is it called Red?
I've already got it.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't have it here because he's made it as a exclusive to the Javoy Boutique.
I do have Red. I didn't realize you didn't know I had it.
I didn't know.
It's so good, man.
He's kept it away from me for
Gatekeeping.
the last 2 years.
I'm the guy now.
I've just tried
I'm
it.
that guy.
I only just tried it.
So good.
Did he say that it's already out now?
I believe that it's already out.
Starting to roll out now.
Correct.
That's
Because
exciting.
the deal was, Francois, he actually went to Francois, the owner of Javoy,
Yeah.
and he said, can I release Red to the world? And he says, only if you create a new one, which is a store exclusive.
Which is...
Yeah, it's in production.
Oh, okay.
It's been created.
Okay.
So
is it something that he brought to Essence? Because
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because I know that there's another white one. There's not
a
another
Javoy
correct
one. Okay.
So there's going to be a second store exclusive,
Yeah.
which will be just for Javoy, and Red is now released to the
It's
world.
just so cool that the fact that Quentin has these kinds of ideas, you know, and I mean, on our tour, we have gone to
I thought we were talking about
the Javoy Boutique twice. Yeah. Shout out to our good friend Francois as well. Now these
We're just
perfumes,
name dropping.
These perfumes, I actually wanted to do something a little different, and because I remember a couple of the SORA DORA ones have been in the previous lineups before.
Yeah.
I thought start with the new ones here, which are the white caps. If you look on the website on SORA DORA, and you're like, some are white caps, some are black caps. The black ones are the original black collection that we've covered over the years.
This is where he started.
Yeah, whereas the new ones are, I would say, even more modern, and these are really red hot, like the style of perfumes that he's coming out with now.
Right.
How much experience do you have with this first one, JANY?
A little bit.
Okay.
A little bit, a lot.
Okay.
Do you remember last time when we filmed this?
Yeah.
And I got so tongue-tied with the, you remember that?
Did we have JANY in it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we put JANY as a head turner.
Yes.
In like a lineup video, and 100%, it is a head turner. This is seductive. This is, super sexy. There, I mean, he's really elaborated on that gourmand note, and he's really sort of, just
Would you say this
gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
scent profile
Oh my gosh.
is really what's in demand right now?
Yes.
In the fragrance community?
Yes.
Yeah.
Gourmand has
Among guys, among
exploded.
girls.
Anybody.
Absolutely.
Anybody.
It's a perfume that the perfume is her memory of her grandmother,
Yeah.
baking her like apple pie, peach
right.
pie.
That's
It's
right.
delicious here.
Yeah.
What do you get from this?
I was gonna say that the moment this thing opens, you're getting the most alluring baked apple pie.
Yeah.
You almost it's salivating. You really want to cut yourself this slice of this buttery and crusty and vanilla and apple and cinnamon. And
That's what comes to my head. Every time I smell this, the first picture that it paints is the crust of an apple pie. Right? Because you get that kind of butteriness and then soft, kind of like a cinnamon note in it. But then at the same time, I find it's not that overly sweet, where some people might be worried that, that's
correct.
I don't want to walk around smelling like
Correct.
dessert. not true in this fragrance.
Correct.
I actually get some of the softer floral elements to this perfume as well. At least here at the store, probably 80% of the customers are women.
Funny, I was going to ask you, so your SKU is female, is it? Right.
I found that in the dry down, creamy florals come out on a lot of people.
Right.
Whether it be, like, we don't need to jump into the notes, but kind of off the vibe that I get, it's like a creamy kind of like jasmine, ylang-ylang, white floral tone to it. Right. And women just gravitate towards this.
You know what's wild?
Yeah.
This is not one that Sandra likes to wear.
Oh.
So my wife, Sandra, I've actually said, can you wear JANY? Because it's such a sexy scent, you know, this almost mouth-watering, as I was saying. You just want to nuzzle up to that person. Yeah. She doesn't like wearing it.
Too sweet? Too...
Maybe it is a bit too sweet. I'm the one that wears JANY. And on me, it works great. It dries down. I find that it goes a bit musky at the end.
Yes.
So the florals that you're saying, in my mind, it's always very gourmand. So I'm not detecting those florals.
Yep.
As Kevin is saying, I'm guaranteed that they are in there.
Yeah.
But I'm always, for me, it's that gourmand, it's that vanilla, it's that sweet apple pie, and then it goes down a little bit musky, never overtly sweet. So it's not too much. It's not crazy gourmand or anything like that.
Over the last year, maybe about a year and a half since we've had this perfume, I have found that in the summer, it doesn't have too much traction, and then as leaning into winter, it's always like the top 3, top 5 sellers in the entire store.
Well, I prefer to wear it over winter.
Yeah,
I mean, this is a cool weather fragrance.
I agree.
The other thing that I want to say, and I don't know whether yours is macerated more, but my color is not like this.
What's your color?
It's not. I mean, it's a nice yellowy color, but this is deep and amber looking. And I have to say that in the air, it was a lot more potent. How long you've had this?
Closer to 2 years. So
there you go.
Year and a half.
I honestly think the maceration process, it feels deeper. In the air, it was a lot deeper, less gourmand and sweetness, and more of this. I almost got something else.
Yeah.
Some other.
It's funny that you said it because from doing our tours and starting to connect with perfumers and stuff, I start to ask a bit more of the nerdy questions. And like questions like, why does this juice color, you know? And then they say to me, in really good quality perfumes that we work with, the types of vanillas that they use actually does change the color of the juice. Right. Particularly you'll find with a lot of French brands. Yeah, right. I don't know, maybe they use similar suppliers, but the vanilla that I'm sure Quentin uses in this gives it a really nice ambery kind of maceration over time. I do find it gets a little bit more dense. Yeah. Which I love.
For me, maceration is a real thing. So I always keep my bottles in really optimum condition, away from anything that may disturb them.
Never in the bathroom, never where you're having a shower.
Right. Sometimes it's just convenient to have them there. I try to rotate them out of there so they don't.
That's good.
Yeah.
Give them some air.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, gorgeous.
The second one
winner
that we have here is YLOP.
YLOP.
YLOP is
YLOP.
Oh, YLOP. Tell me why.
So I discovered this. I actually was meeting with Quentin.
Yeah.
I was calling it YLOP.
Me too.
And he looked at me like, I don't know what you're talking about, but you seem to know what you're talking about. And then he goes, oh, YLOP. And I'm like, right.
Brother, what is that?
So because the word is Polly in reverse.
Yes. Yeah.
And Polly was actually the girl that he was dating when he was testing this. And he fell in love with her and her skin, the way he could smell it on her. And he fell in love with the fragrance. And he wanted to call it Polly, but he also was in a polyamorous relationship between the fragrance, her, and then he's like, I'm going to call it Polly, but I can't call it Polly because it's too obvious about her. And so he called it YLOP.
Wow.
Boom.
There you go.
How's that for a story? And that's not even made up.
Yeah.
Watch my video, put it somewhere here, where he talks about it.
Yeah, wow. It's, I think, because we got the first 2 perfumes in the white collection, and then the YLOP came after, I think a lot of people, maybe they saw a lot of the marketing. It was like a apricot, a lot of that kind of visuals that was used, and they really expected a bright, summery, juicy apricot. Yeah. But it's not.
No.
It's not. What do you get from it?
I love this fragrance.
Me too. Yeah.
So this has become Sandra's favorite fragrance. Yeah. She even calls it Sandra. See how it says SORA DORA?
It does look like Sandra, actually.
She calls it Sandra. Yeah. So this is her. She calls it her fragrance. And on her, it is love, love, love. Think of Venus coming out of the shell. Yeah. When she's wearing it, that's what I'm seeing. I'm like this.
This is a perfume that you need to have on skin. On everybody's skin, out of everything in the lineup here, it's probably the one that is the most, what's that animal that changes? A chameleon.
A chameleon, right.
Yes.
Totally agree.
Is it the muskiness? Is it, I'm not sure, the way that he's had the perfumers play on the different kind of bases, but on dry down on everybody is very different. And I think when you try it, you need to get that idea of a fruity apricot out of your head first. Yeah.
Totally
I'm
agree.
very open-minded.
Totally agree.
And it's a perfume that you will fall in love with.
All right, just do this with me.
Yeah,
all right?
Yeah.
So breathe in.
Yeah.
Meditate with me, baby.
Got it?
So that apricot, but now, because as what Kevin is saying, it's not overtly apricot. It's not, you know, over the top fruity, okay? So let's, one more. Chamomile, tea.
Yes.
Earthy, slightly floral.
It is a very relaxing perfume. I have to say this one, I'm not sure what he built. I don't want to put words in his mouth, but I would guess that he did not build this as a huge projector.
Okay.
That's how I feel. It's actually, it's more beautiful to be smelled up close.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have the opposite effect on
Oh,
this.
really? Okay,
Sandra, when she wears this,
feels
it's big, man. And I go back to my Venus and Sandra's Venus in that seashell, and she's coming to shore, and she is glorious. And it's the sillage of this baby here, which is introducing her.
Interesting.
Honestly, it's for her. For me, when she's wearing this, I can smell it everywhere. Even like I'll leave the house, she's worn it and she's gone for the day. I walk up to and I can smell it in the street. It's still lingering. It's full on, honestly. And I'm not, there's no exaggeration. Ooh. Send an email to Sandra and she will validate that what I'm saying is right.
Are you Venus? Yes, that's me.
What do you want? Okay, so going back to what Kevin's saying, it is different on different people because I find that for me, when it dries down, there is a skin musk and it's been done on purpose. So again, Quentin talked about this. So that musk actually now reacts with me, and on me it smells slightly animalic. On Sandra, it smells delectable. I mean, you want to just kiss.
You get more of the sweeter.
Correct. So it's different on different people.
So interesting. Yeah.
But it was designed that way. It was designed to dry down to a skin, like a musky skin on somebody. It's pretty cool.
It is
great fragrance. Big recommendation.
It's a musk. I don't know if we're allowed to bring this up yet, and you can cut it if you want. But is this part of your set?
It is part of the set.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, do it.
Tell the homies about the set.
And you can tell I'm in love with these things. I'm in love with these fragrances. So if you buy the full 11 set, so it's,
that's heaps.
That's 7 of the black. So that's the full collection.
Yep.
There's actually another one, a 4th one.
Okay.
It's called 7.
Yes.
It's really good.
I was going to bring that up. Yeah.
Okay, because if you haven't smelled that, that's gorgeous. So this is the 11 in the set. I will be doing a discovery series on that, so you can follow me and you can actually smell alongside. We'll do that tea smelling chamomile experience, because once you realize how earthy, how soul calming this fragrance is, it's something quite special.
It's really hard to imagine the scent profile, and when you read the notes, I would say it's going to throw you off a bit because I think a lot of people have this picture of it, but it's really different. It's really unique.
Jump on the SORA DORA website. Sorry, block your ears. Jump on the SORA DORA website, use the code NFC10, get 10% off, get that discovery set, and then follow me in about 2 or 3 weeks' time.
Ooh.
Boom.
It's available right now?
Available right now.
As he always says, do it.
Do it, baby.
All right. Okay, we jump to MALLOW, the last one in the collection here on the white side.
All right, what do you think of this one?
MALLOW, it started off as one of my absolute favorites.
Right.
It gave me one of the biggest reactions when I first got it, because we had received JANY and MALLOW at the same time.
Right.
Over time, I've now loved, I probably say that I wear JANY more.
Right.
But on first impression, MALLOW wowed me the most.
Right.
Yeah. The way that I like to describe it, picture pink and white marshmallows.
Yes. Okay.
Not the chewy side of it, but more for me, the sweet powderiness of a marshmallow. Because the way that he's blended some of the florals in it, I'm not sure what florals, maybe like an iris or a violet, that gives you that kind of soft powdery feel. And then there's a little bit of this kind of powdery vanilla.
Yeah.
It's gourmand, not in an edible way, but like beautiful kind of sweet lift with the florals.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful perfume.
I love the way you've described that, because for me it is this of just powder and sherbet and sugar, and I'm like, this is such a fun, playful fragrance. I find that the women in my family, the younger, so my daughter, her daughters, love wearing this. So my granddaughter, who's into perfume like crazy, Mallow's her fragrance. She's the one.
It's such a fun perfume.
And I think it plays different on a man.
I have to say, there hasn't been too many men I've seen run in and try it. I don't know, sometimes men, they get a bit put off, like there's pink writing, there's pink thing on the top, and they're like, oh, it's a
I think I fall in that category. I truthfully, I haven't worn it as much. My two go-tos are obviously YLOP and JANY. I love them both. I find that this one is super playful. So I think what I need to do is, I need to do it over summer. I think this for me is a really fun.
Yeah, maybe it is more of a summer.
Or do you think it's winter? You hesitated.
I feel like it could be, but whenever I think of something sweet and gourmand these days now, I start to pull it, unless it's really fruity citrus, I start to kind of leave them for the winter season. Right. For when I wear it. I've changed over time.
You have.
I'm a different Kevin now.
Yeah.
It's the final season, baby.
Okay.
But the NFC friends will be able to jump on and actually try this themselves from the set.
Absolutely. Yeah, cool. So I don't know if you know, but we're doing a full set discovery series. NFC 10, use that right now. Boom. Bam. All right.
Why don't we, so we'll take a back step from some of the sweeter, beautiful gourmands. We go straight to one that I found 80% of people who love it are men.
Right. This is where I first was introduced by this guy.
Yeah.
Boom. I don't know if you remember this, when it first landed, SORA DORA, this guy rings me up. He's like, bro, you need to come in. You need to try out one called Gladiator. I'm like, well, I was expecting some oud and some, something really sort of blood. And,
oh, really?
Yeah, I was expecting something really like just crazy. And then when I smelled it, I'm like, bro, this is super appealing. And he's like, I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. At least for the first solid year, when SORA DORA was sitting in the store here, Gladiator was the #1 seller. Yeah. #1 seller. Yeah. What do you think that is?
It's classic. Yeah. So the black collection, Quentin started off is that classic French, but now with a modern twist.
With his own twist to bring it to.
Correct.
Yeah.
So for me, this is your classic, masculine, aromatic, blue style fragrance. It has its twist, so it has its own personality. If you love your blue fragrance, your very strong aromatic, dry wood style, this will just tick.
Office scent, professional, any occasion where maybe you need to be maybe like suited up kind of thing. Yep. This for me gives the vibe. Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't know for those who haven't seen Quentin himself, but the guy oozes pure class and sexiness. Like he's a swag dog.
I mean, look at these photos. Yeah. Even when I caught up with him in Cannes, he was sick. He was losing his voice. He still looked like hot. I was going to say that. I don't want to be weird about it.
He sounded even sexier.
But he's just a handsome dude.
Super cool guy.
Yeah. So this is the.
And when I smell this, I do picture that aura, right? This is.
My son, he's a 26-year-old, has access to all my library of fragrances. So we've got a nice collection.
Damn.
This is his favorite fragrance.
Yeah.
This is, and I won't give you his email so you can verify what I'm just saying, but this is his favorite fragrance. He loves Gladiator.
I can see why. Yeah. Super wearable, very versatile. If you have just joined on the NFC family, you've just become a subscriber and you're starting to build out the collection, this would be a great start to start to taste the flavors of niche perfume.
Yes.
And how it
evolves,
a real
how it moves.
Kind of a mass appealing but avant-garde niche brand creates a blue scent.
I feel that it blends the sort of the aquatic marine component of it. And this is what I get out of it. So I get this blend between aromatic dry wood, so your classic Aventus and these sort of fragrances, with now a marine style fragrance, so like an Aqua de Joe or something of that nature.
Bleu de Chanel kind of thing.
A Bleu de Chanel, absolutely. So it has this beautiful balance between the two, but it has its own personality. So even if you might own these other ones, I would recommend to you test out Gladiator and see how this is going to be different for you, because I feel like it does. Again, go back to my son, Farron, has access to all of my fragrances, and yet this is the one he ultimately always gravitates towards.
Beauty.
Gorgeous
The
fragrance.
second one is one that just last week, this actually happens a lot. New customers come in the store, they come to see me.
They love him.
Yeah.
He's a handsome guy.
This and that, show me your favorites, this and that. This guy's always hanging around. He's always lurking around the back of the store.
I'm actually
somewhere.
behind the couch. You know. There's a couch there, there's a couch here.
Some people think that you're
hey
the
guys.
Yeah.
Like a meerkat.
He lives in the stock room over there.
Did somebody say perfume?
They're always like, is Marcelo here? Yeah, he lives right here.
Yeah.
Hey, come out. And then whenever I'm showing them, our friend here always jumps in.
I can't help. Okay, so in my own defense.
Tell me.
So Kevin is a sweetheart when it comes to being in the store. And I listen to people and I'm like, he's not like that. But I know what Kevin is doing. He's giving them options.
I want to show them the whole...
Correct. He's giving them options. But I'm listening to what they're saying and I'm like, man,
let's narrow it down.
I'm a cut to the chase kind of guy.
Yeah.
Let's get in there, baby.
Yeah.
And we were here. Okay, I already know what you sprayed. And we were here, and I'm like, I know what this dude wants.
Yeah.
It's like, and I said to you, just spray some Mandorle for him and see what he thinks of that. And the dude was like, whoa, what is this? And his mate's going, whoa, hang on, let me have a look. This is, forget about it.
This is
gorgeous.
This is one that's going to lure you in and leave you with a lot of question marks and make you want to sit and just take it in because you're getting different elements.
Correct.
It's like a dark kind of cherry vibe,
correct,
but then a little bit of like a woody tone.
Correct.
Then there's something that brings you in that's feels a bit boozy, but not like rum and stuff.
Yeah.
But kind of just holding everything together.
I get a tinge of a leather note.
Yes. Yeah. A little bit of smokiness. It's not like a cherry, like a bright cherry that maybe a lot of brands do. This is a kind of a dark,
you need to try this out. For me,
cherry.
This is the best, so Gladiator, the best office style fragrance. You're not going to seduce anybody. Definitely people will take you serious.
Very charismatic and confident.
Absolutely. And then,
boom, this one here, the mysterious vibe.
now you mean trouble.
Yeah.
And a man and
And
a
for
woman.
she too.
Yeah, a
and
man
for
or
her
a
too.
woman can actually comfortably wear this.
Absolutely. The name Mandorle, which is in Italiano,
Isn't it almond?
it's almond.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because
yes.
is there an almond note?
Do you smell? For me, I smell sometimes the almond cherry to me.
Yeah.
When I mentioned the word boozy, not in a rum way again, but it's almost like a little bit more of this kind of syrupy cherry, which I find that sometimes people think almond is a very creamy note because there's some nutty perfumes that are quite creamy, like a hazelnut.
Sure.
But I actually think the almond's probably the least creamy one of all.
Yeah, I agree too.
This one adds a really nice rounded edge to the cherry.
Because the funny thing is, for me, almond sometimes has a very bitter, acrid, a slightly sharp. Think of an amaretti biscuit and things like that. Ammonia sort of pieces to it. Whereas here, I find that, and I think it could be that cherry, leather, almond combination.
Blended.
It's super smooth, super smooth.
I really want to see people try this one because it's super unique. And although there's a lot of cherries out in the market, really this one with the leather and this kind of different way of doing almond.
Don't even think cherry. Just
I agree.
Put that aside. Yes, it has this cherry and wrapped in a leather and whatnot.
But the picture that it paints is very different.
Yeah, gorgeous fragrance. For me, this is so. If you want to do like a him and her gourmand, I would do JANY for her, and I would do Mandorle for him. What do you think?
I agree. This one's almost like, because when you just said that his and hers, I started to think of a date.
Yeah.
I did a date.
Yeah.
This is a really nice evening fragrance.
Absolutely.
Yeah, really nice evening.
Yeah. Seduction 101.
I saved my favorite till last.
I love this one too.
My favorite.
I hope it's the one. I think Wizard de
BROCELIANDE.
Forget about it.
Woo!
This guy put me onto it also.
Yeah.
This is another one. And this is one you've been sort of banging on about for quite some time.
For a long time.
Yeah, you have. You know, some people, so believe it or not, some people give this one a hard rap.
Show me the comments. Let me jump in there. Where is this?
What are you talking about? Yeah, it's fragrance.
I'm going to jump in there. How dare you?
What are you talking about?
Have you even tried this?
I've read some comments saying it's very animalic, and I'm like, what are you smelling?
I want to read the comments on this video.
Yeah.
Jump on in. And when you
Be
guys,
nice, guys.
When
Be
you guys buy the
nice.
set, I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
Sure.
And how it reacted on you. Because for me, the opening that gets me is this kind of sweet, almost spicy fizz.
Okay, yeah.
That comes out first, and I don't know how they captured that.
Okay.
This kind of freshness, and then the florals are sweet.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of this kind of dark animalic tone, but for someone to say it's very animalic, That's insane.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
See, now I haven't seen the notes.
Yeah.
For me, that fizz, I feel like it's gingery or like a bergamot and ginger together. There is a bit of a spiciness to it. There is a brightness, bubbly, fizzy, like Kevin was saying.
Yeah. Almost like, and I'm not sure what is in a Coca-Cola, but like the kind of fizzy spiciness of a Coca-Cola. Soft there.
But then it has for me, this is, again, another gourmand sort of style.
Yeah.
But it does have an animalic piece to it, so it does get a little bit heavy.
I agree.
In that sort of musky, but it's never, can you hear that? We are so close to the road right here.
To the action.
To the action.
They're coming here because I heard that it's Oligarch's last season.
Last season for Kevin.
But I found on skin, so I've worn this a heck of a lot. Yeah. And I love the, whatever kind of base is sitting there with maybe like a dark jasmine or something.
Right.
It kind of gives you that, almost that indolic dry down.
Right.
Maybe some of the guys that are smelling the dry down, it is maybe a little dark for them.
Yeah, right.
But for me, that's what holds it together.
I think indolic is the right word.
Yeah.
Because sometimes when you get too much of the jasmine, that really sort of heady jasmine, it does have the indolic poopiness.
People don't expect it.
No, and that's a real thing. You know, the indole is found in poo, and so sometimes they are detecting that in a white floral.
And then people smell the opening and they think it's going to be like a soapy jasmine or something, and then the dry down, they're like, whoa,
what just happened here? Which is exciting. You want a fragrance that actually moves and bounces
and takes you on a ride. Which I think this is
gorgeous.
Quentin's way of bringing classic French perfumery to a modern time.
If you're going on a date, what I would recommend is you have something like MANDORLE. It has these sweeter notes in there. It's
quite appealing.
Very appealing.
Quite appealing, yep.
And then maybe, as you progress this relationship, you're now on the third or fourth date.
Where are we going?
I would go with the Broceliande. And that way you just sort of like say, girl, I really like you.
Yeah. Things are going great. This is who I am.
I want to get married. That's what we're doing.
Whoa! On the third date.
Yeah, on the third date.
That's how we do it.
Yeah.
We're all gentlemen here.
Ding, ding. Yeah. Oh, boom. Actually, boom. Wrong finger.
6 lineups here in the SORA DORA brand. Now, they are all in the NFC set, right?
Yes, they are.
Yeah, we go.
11. Buy that set. Ooh. Discovery series coming up. NFC 10, 10% off.
I'm saying that because I actually really want to jump in and read everyone's comments.
Okay, right.
Yeah, to kind of get their thoughts on how did it sit on you, particularly the YLOP, because we were saying on skin, it's going to react really differently.
Totally.
I would love to see how people wear it.
Yep.
And then...
The truth is, all of them do that.
Absolutely.
Don't discredit. So some people say, oh yeah, but I've already got...
a blue fragrance.
Yeah. Please. Yeah. I really insist. Yeah. Test it out. See what it does for you, because it's very unique. Pretty cool. Thank you.
It's been a wild ride.
Yeah, it's been a cool ride. So it's been fun doing this. Again, this great man introduced me first to this brand, and for me, a deep dive in all aspects of it. So, see everyone. We'll see you on the next episode. Are you in love with niche perfumery?
What if you could meet the visionaries behind these niche fragrances?
What if you could slow this right down and enjoy a full day experience with them, including lunch and being able to go behind the scenes?
KM Fragrance Tours is the world's first tour company where we specialize putting on unique perfume experiences.
This is about slowing things down and enjoying time with the perfume creators, with the perfumers, and those favorite brands that you love. Past 2 years, we've been enjoying France. This year, it's all about Italy.
This is going to be a 9-day luxury tour where we're going to take you to Milan, Florence, and Rome.
It's about experiencing the tastemakers in each of those cities and enjoying time with those creators.
All of the brands coming on board, they're wanting to put on a show for you guys.
We are going to Matteo Fascioni's new temple. This is in Sarzana. He's moved from Salso Maggiore, coming to Sarzana, and it's a whole new expression. We will be the first in the world to experience this. We have purposely created these as bespoke, small group tours.
With now only the last 4 seats being available.
A common question is, where am I going to stay? I'm happy to advise that we have hand-selected each of the hotels in the 3 cities.
These are amazing luxury properties. look at the first property we'll be staying at in Milan. Magna Pars, this is the first perfume hotel in the world.
Everywhere that you go within Magna Pars is actually perfumed in a different way. Every room has its own signature scent, and you'll have a chance to do an olfactory check-in.
Now what does this mean? We're gonna send you the set of L'Absolu fragrances. Every fragrance actually belongs to a room in the hotel.
You have the chance now in the luxury of your own home to select the fragrance note that resonates best with you, and we'll lock in that room just for you.
Now dining, where will we be eating at throughout the tour? We have picked Michelin recommended restaurants for us to relax, experience the authentic local flavor of Italy.
I'm happy to say that I've tested these restaurants. When I was recently in Italy, we actually went to these places to make sure that they're going to be good enough for you.
Now you don't need to be an expert to join us on these tours.
Not at all. It's about loving perfume, and it's about discovering more behind the scenes than just the bottle itself. It's about the creator, it's about these experiences, it's about learning more alongside these beautiful perfumers.
The last few years we've had guests that have just started their niche fragrance journey join us, and even some couples that actually brought their partner along who didn't really know anything about perfumes at all, but loved their experience on the tour.
It's about the pleasure of being in this unique location alongside someone who is the master in their
visionary,
field.
an artist in their craft.
And it's about the joy and the pleasure of travel.
Now this isn't just a tour, it's a journey through scent, through the history of Italy, with people who share your passion for fragrances.
4 spots left. We'd like to invite you to join us on this upcoming tour. If you want to know more, please email us or jump on our website for further details.